Hello there, welcome to Short Talks with Ola. This week I want to talk about something I came across during the week when I was doing my Bible study. And it's found in the book of Judges, chapter 14, and I'm talking about verses 3 and 4. This is actually the story of Samson. And this was when Samson said he wanted to marry somebody from the Philistines. He wanted to marry one of the women of the Philistines. And then the mother and father were they were not in support of it. But the thing is that when we read verse 4 actually says that God was the one that orchestrated it. That is, God orchestrated Samson to say that he wanted to marry from the Philistines. Why? Because God wanted to destroy the Philistines. He said God saw it as an opportunity to destroy the Philistines. And the only way he could do that was to use Samson, because he already knew that Samson was going to be deceived, kind of. And if he was deceived, he was going to be angry and that he was going to fight the Philistines. What does that teach us? And that, when I was reading that, it resonated with me that sometimes what we're going through is for a reason. Yes, at the beginning, it might look like it's a bad thing, but at the end of the day, it's for a good cause. So God orchestrated for Samson to want to marry out of where he was not supposed to marry, because God had other plans. So what does that tell me? That sometimes there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And you've always heard me say that when we're passing through circumstances, when we're passing through situations, it's called a passing through for a reason. Why? Because you will pass through that situation and you will end up on the other side, a better person on the other side. You get what you want. So whatever situation you're going through now, yes, it might not be the way you expect it to be. It might even be a challenge for you. You might be going through a time of asking God what exactly is going on. And you might feel like, oh God, when am I going to get out of this? I want to encourage you that in that situation, see the good side of it. Believe God that it's a passing through. Because the Bible has made us to understand that its thoughts towards us are the thoughts of good and not of evil, to bring us to an expected end. So I want to encourage you that whatever you're going through, see it as a passing through. See that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And one thing to do whenever we're passing through a situation is ask God that, God, what do you want me to learn? What am I supposed to pick out of this situation? Why is this situation like this? Where is this challenge coming from? What's the purpose? What am I saying? Learn to talk to God, no matter the situation, because it says that all things work together for good, for them that are called by him. If you know that, yes, you're on this path and you believe that this is the path, yes, there might be challenges, but God is saying, keep on keeping on. It's not over until it's over. I want to encourage you, no matter what you're going through, make sure that you talk to God and you know why God wants you to be in that situation at that time. So make sure that you're talking to God and you're asking God, why am I in this circumstance? Why is this situation like this? And God is a faithful God. He will always answer. Yes, you may not like the answer, but he always answers. That's one thing. But the question is, are you hearing what God is saying, or you're hearing what you want to hear? Because sometimes that's the challenge we have. God is talking, but because we're listening to ourselves and because what we want to hear is not really what God is saying, then we tune off. But I want to encourage you as you go into this week, no matter the challenge, no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, trust God and put it in God's hands. Ask him to talk to you. And I always pray a prayer that God should speak to me in a language that I will understand. Why do I say that? The way you will get answers from God may be different from the way God will talk to me. Maybe God talks to me through dreams, and He might decide to talk to you through His word or talk to you through somebody. So pray and ask God to talk to you in a way that you will understand. And I know that He will always answer. And I encourage you as you go into this week, trust God because He's faithful. And I pray that you have a blessed week.